Hi guys. This will be about um, how to update posts so that they can be optimized for search engine search. Search engine search. Um, there may be two of these. We'll see if I can get it done in one. And I may change some things as I learn more as I'm going through this course that I told you I'm doing. Um, so First thing is that I'll make you a login, and your page will look a little bit different than this because you won't have all this other stuff that you don't need. But so what you'll do is, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a list of like 20 posts, and I'm going to give you a list of keywords that I want to kind of be worked into the post. Um, Kind of as much as you can with it still being natural. So I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 times total, not 2 or 3 times for each, but you'll see what I mean as we go through. Um, and then you just kind of work your way through each one, and then I'll kind of look at them, make any other changes, and then we can move on to another set. So just to start off, so you come over here and go to posts and go to all posts. And then you'll come over here to search for whatever is on the list that I give you. And for example, this one that we're going to do is for pumpkin cookies. It's a super old post. It's never been updated, and I just shot a video for it and shot new pictures. So it should be a pretty good example of what to do. So, all right. So it's this one. So this probably won't be the case with all of them, but in this particular case, I'm going to change the title. And through different researches, I found out that pumpkin spice cookies get a fair amount of Google search traffic, especially this time of year. So because these are frosted, I'm going to call these, and like another really popular term was iced pumpkin cookies. So I'm going to make these iced pumpkin spice cookies. Okay. So the format that I used in a lot of my old posts, and this is a super old post, nothing has happened to this since literally 2014. I used to just put one big photo at the top and then just write and do whatever I wanted and then put in my recipe. Fair enough. So I don't do that anymore. It's not really the best user experience, and it's not great for your ads, and it's not great for search engines to figure out what you're saying. So the first thing that you're going to do, give ourselves some space at the top. First thing that we're going to do is create like a little blurb about what the recipe is about. Something that will kind of give the reader a good sense of what they're going to find, and just a little bit of intro. And it's another way for search engines to be able to grab some text right off the bat, which will let Google know what this post is about. And the sooner you let Google know that, the better. So in this sense, and you always want to try and put the keyword in there, at least one of them. So for this one, we're going to say, these iced pumpkin cookies are the perfect way to celebrate fall. They are cake-like, full of fall flavor, and topped with a creamy frosting. A fall staple for years. Oh, sorry, that's right. These are pumpkin spice cookies because we want that to be the keyword that comes up most frequently. And I'm already a little bit going to be behind because the other thing that Google looks at is your URL to see if your keyword is in there, and in this case it's not going to be, because changing your URL breaks everything, and then you have to set up redirects, and it's a pain in the ass. So we don't do that. So after we create our little blurb, that has our keyword in it. We're going to highlight it, come over and make it an H2. We call this an H2, which is heading 2. And it's just another way for Google to index your content. We'd like to use 2 to 3 of these per post, usually with your keyword in it used naturally. So then after the H2 tag, we're going to go down, and you are going to come down and take like my first paragraph. Maybe not in this case even the full paragraph, just a couple of sentences. Cut, and we're going to paste them up there. So the structure is going to be, you're going to have your title, then you're going to have your H2 tag, then you're going to have a couple sentences, and then we're going to have our first picture. So normally you won't have to change the pictures, but because I've already shot new pictures, I'm going to add them while I'm doing this. So I'm going to delete this and delete this. We're just going to delete all these. They're bad pictures. Okay. So in this case, come up to my media library. Did I not upload them? Crap. All right, hang on just a second. Okay, I had to go and upload those pictures real quick. Okay. So, it's a good hero shot here. No. Okay, we're going to start off with this one. All right. So here's the other thing that you need to check for on the images, especially because some of these won't ever have been updated and some of them will be probably pretty old. So we need to make sure that they have this box filled out, which is alt text. And this is the text that tells Google what this picture is about. So again, we want to have it be like different versions of our keywords so that it will rank in Google image search. So for this one, we're going to do, we're going to say like iced pumpkin spice cookies dash perfect for fall. This is also the description that Pinterest pulls for the photos. So if somebody goes and hits like a pin it button in their browser, you know how it pulls up all the pictures that are in that post. Well, it also pulls up descriptions, and if you don't have anything in this alt text box, which will work as a description, it'll just pull like the title of the image, which sometimes is okay. This wouldn't be awful, but it could be better. Okay, so just something short. So I did iced pumpkin spice cookies, perfect for fall, and then I did the little vertical line, which is below the delete key, and then and then go gourmet, because if they pin that image to Pinterest, it will automatically tag my account. So keyword phrase at the beginning, little blurb, vertical line, and then at my Pinterest username. So what I have done in the past is just kind of copy and pasted this across all my images. But what I'm reading now is that it's better to do different versions of it. So like on this one, which I'll definitely use in the post, I might put just put iced pumpkin cookies. And then I'm not gonna use that one. I'll use this one, and then I could just put I could put just pumpkin spice cookies. Oh, here, let's just do this. Paste. Maybe put soft pumpkin spice cookies. And then, do I like that one better? No, I'm not using that. I'm just going to delete this permanently. It's my hero. I'm using that one. I'll use this one. Okay, and so this one, maybe I'll do, trying to think of what other keywords I saw. Let me look, hang on. Maybe this time we'll just put just pumpkin cookies. So I don't remember exactly what we could, what all we ended up doing, but could do just pumpkin cookies, soft pumpkin cookies, iced pumpkin cookies, iced pumpkin spice cookies, just pumpkin spice cookies, just different versions of the same thing. So no matter what people are searching for, this is going to come up, hopefully, eventually. So that is that. So then, well, again, you won't have to be inserting photos into posts and stuff, but what you would do is to check is you would click on this and click on the little pencil to see edit and make sure that the alt text here is filled out. So since I filled these out already, just click them in. I went too fast. Sorry, I can go there. Then okay. Now, this is all text from a previous recipe plugin that I had, and I noticed even when Joshua updated some of my recipes, it kept breaking what she was doing. So I want to get rid of it because it's just creating more problems and it doesn't need to be there anymore. So what you're going to do is you'll go to text. You see this is visual, makes it just a little bit more like the web page, and then text is all of the HTML code. So I want you to start up here, and you're going to see where it says div class easy recipe data rating 0, okay? And I want you to start there, and I want you to delete all of this, okay? Just get rid of it, because what ends up happening is that you can't see code that's hidden when you're in the visual editor, and then you put something in the middle, like the new recipe, and then it breaks and the recipe even shows up, and then I have to go in and manually edit the code. So we're just going to get rid of it. And then here's the other thing, and this might be one of those things that I might just fix ahead of time, but this means that I have a video embedded there. I had been putting them up at the top because at the time that was best practice, and it no longer is. So if you see that little icon up at the top of a post, this is the code for it. This? No, is it? Yeah, I guess so. This script right here, where it will say Mediavine in there. Just move that down, down low to right before where the recipe is. And that brings me to my next section is how we're going to update the recipe. So the recipe is going to be up here where it says add recipe. Okay, and we need to make sure before I leave that we're going to change this because that's awful. Change it to that. All right, prep time. This is how long it takes to make a recipe. If you're not sure or you can't make a reasonable guess, just text me and I will tell you. So the prep time is probably 10 minutes. All right. Cook time is also 10 minutes. And inactive time is 15 minutes, okay, because this is the cooling time, this is how long they're in the oven, and this is how long it takes to actually mix them up. So, serves. You can either put serves or yields. In this case, I'm going to put yields, 12 cookies, okay? So we just want to make sure that that top part there is filled out. You shouldn't have to do anything really with the recipe. And then what you'll just do, you'll hit insert to post when we're done with that. Okay, save it, I guess. Okay. And now I'll bring it back up and insert to post. Okay, and it will come up there. You see how it says simple recipe here? That's the recipe.